The Great Flood of Noah, also known as the Deluge, is the reference point to most of my videos. However, I never discuss the time of its occurrence for the sake of the flow of the topic discussed. But today, we are going to talk about it. According to the original Greek Septuagint Bible, the flood occurred at 3298 BC. I know nobody loves to hear what I just said. However, we cannot find any archaeological artifact that belonged to a particular person that dates back to even 5000 BC. It's because God created Adam and Eve hardly 1656 years prior to the flood. So there wasn't enough time until the time of Jesus even to make a total of 5000 years from the creation. And it was a worldwide flood. Even the Indian records agree to that. In the olden days, the rules in India were such that if a poet submits his work in a king's court, his work has to mention the genealogy of its characters with respect to the flood account. Now, how about the dinosaurs that roamed our planet millions of years ago? Well, that is a joke. In a laundry basket, your 6-day-old laundry would be at the bottom of the basket. It is the same with nature too. Older the items get, the deeper they get buried. We know that trees and foliage of ancient days became fossil fuel as they got buried deep under the surface of the earth. But the millions of years old dinosaur fossils are always found on the loose sedimentary surface of the earth. Did you ever wonder why? Well, this is what happened. The God who created the human beings and the animals did not create dinosaurs. It was the work of the fallen angels. At the very look, anyone can see that these are a bunch of mixed creatures made up of birds, animals, reptiles, and even humans. Again, the giants were also an outcome of angels mixing with the human race. In the year 1947, the scrolls from the Qumran caves in Israel yielded a lot of precious information about our past. Here's a passage from one of those scroll fragments. It says that the fallen angels crossbred different species of God's creation, which led to a lot of bloodshed and chaos. This is when God destroyed the earth by flood, while he commanded Noah to preserve his creation in the ark. And this is also when the dinosaurs perished, and we still find their remains on the surface of the earth. While God finished off the mixed creatures of the land in this manner, the miscegenated creatures of the oceans are still intact. That's why we see warm-blooded, air-breathing mammals like us, which are still fond of humans, living in the oceans, which happens to be the abode of Lucifer the devil and his angels. Having been cut off from heaven, these demons don't have life in them, and life is found in blood. So they altered God's creatures to obtain blood for themselves. This is why whale and dolphin hunts take place year after year in the oceans. Moreover, these fallen entities also demand blood sacrifices from their followers. In fact, altering God's creations continued even after the flood. Please watch my video titled "Horses Don't Belong to Earth" on this topic. However, creation is going to be restored very soon when Jesus returns to earth. Till then, his creation will continue to groan to be delivered, just as Apostle Paul wrote in the book of Romans. Thanks for watching.